They can't cover up a nuclear disaster. Vladimir Putin, who's a czar, he's not a president. You go from Reagan and the astrologer and Nancy Reagan and Patty Davis taking her clothes off, I'm anti-nuclear energy. I talked to Patty Davis. I talked to Jane Fonda in front of the Peace Vigil not long ago. I spent 2 days with Jesse Ventura there. You know, I'm in front of that with Filippo and Craig. Anybody comes on and visits. It's quite the little gig there. Peace Vigil, 24/7, anti-nuclear energy, anti-nuclear bomb. We're not like ICANN. We're not plowshares. We're pure. There's no compromise with the Post-Ignorance Project. No nukes, bombs, any of it. The only good nuclear is a little bit of medicine. And that has to be strictly monitored. Who tore the monitoring off and opened up nuclear medicine and made it wide open Wild Wild West? Destroyed that. Oh, that was Bill Walmart Clinton. Why do you call him Walmart? Do you know about him? Arkansas? Guess where he was as a young guy? Right here in Utah. The Walton? Old Man Walton? Dugway Proving Grounds. Operation London Fog. Operation Jackrabbit. Just Google. Just go. You'll probably get me. What's that? Nuclear waste all over. There's a lot of... The mafia, like when you're anywhere, you know, the mob in New York in the old days, or even in Italy, whatever, and you talk to somebody who thinks he's a mobster or whatever, what business you in? Oh, I'm in nuclear waste. That's what they'll tell you. I know for a fact that the nuclear waste from several of the reactors in Chicago was used to make roads out of. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. They're still up to it because of the government subsidy. Price Anderson, there's no liability. They opened the Manhattan Project and they never shut it off. And these psychopaths don't care. This guy that's poisoning, he killed his own mother. She died too, you know, Carolyn Gibson. She died of the same thing I have. Dean died of the same thing. I got a ride today from my neighbor, LaRoe. Stephen just died, and I saw his obituary, and Dave gave me a ride. My neighbor. I said, Dave, what the hell? 51 years old. Same thing as you, Kevin. How come you didn't put that in the obituary? Because we didn't know yet. He gone in there, says itching, you know, same thing, me. Well, they spray Roundup all over. I mean, I got a video this morning of it. Right there. I called this, you know, the Weber County Health Department. This is called the Ag Crop Department. He's the head of the Ag Crop Department. These people, psychopaths, will kill their own family. They don't care. They think that there's some kind of inadequacy in these people. They're born. Kurt Vonnegut. Isn't Vonnegut an Indiana kid? Yeah, but that's back before when they had some sophistication. They're a bunch of dirtbags now. I mean, look what they turned into, like this guy here. Wasn't he in upstate New York? I'm going to start calling myself the recycled beatnik. That's what I am. Vonnegut, you ever get up one morning, see those douchebags that rent for high school student body and we're the high school student body officers? You ever wake up one morning and realize they're running the country? On Balco, on chemo. So that's what we're up to around here. You know, and it's starting out small. We have a pretty good following on Facebook, and it's exciting. Our play-by-play is grassroots. You know, we know a lot of players, and it's going to work. It's going to get opened up. I'm going to go to Vienna for a month, so Cole will probably run it. Manny, I don't know what's going to happen here with him, but he's threatening to leave. You better not. But we're going to stay at it. I'm going to be doing all the basketball games, and I have the full blessings of Randy, and we're in support of the student athlete. We're in support. We're trying to break the NCAA's crooked back. They just take and take and take. Give them an inch, they take 100 yards on the football fields. You know, then some. That's what they've done. That's what's happened to all academia. These are state universities. All of them. BYU's not. That's do what you want down there, BYU. But we're talking state-funded universities. University of Utah, Utah State, Weber State. These are state-funded universities. By the taxpayer. By the student body. They belong to the community. Read the charter. Read the First Amendment of the Utah State Constitution. Read the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Universities are free speech zones for anybody in the taxpayer zone. Anybody in Utah has a full right to walk into this radio station This is community radio funded by the taxpayer, funded by the this is the student body. I talked to Jay. Jay gets this. This guy says it all the time. No, this football team belongs to the community. He could be making 10 times what he makes. You don't think everybody around the country is perked up and awake and looking at this dude? They're like, are you kidding? Who could take this toilet bowl worse? I mean, this thing was so ugly. Look it up. Just Google Jody Sears' record. He's still coaching. Google it. Just Google Weber State football before he got here. Look at these records. You tell me, who could turn that Titanic around? Who could recruit here? Because he started recruiting local players. And people like him, and then they got into a culture. This is a great campus. It's beautiful. It's grand. It'll take your breath away. That football, I get so excited up there because it sits nestled up on the mountains at 5,000 feet, view over the going dry Great Salt Lake. It's